Hey, VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video here. This is going to be my first video for, what's it for again? Oh, the 30-day vinyl challenge. Even though I think for me it's going to be more like 25 days or something like that. Because basically I'm going to do it out until Maggie's birthday. Because obviously she's going to go digging on her birthday, and I can't make any promises if I'm out digging with her that, whatever. So, but as I mentioned before, I thought it was definitely a great idea. This is going to be my first video. I'm pretty much just not going to have time and the ability to do a video every single day. So I just kind of thought, that's kind of defeats the purpose to it, and I'll explain that in a second. But I thought what I would kind of do is just, as I pull some stuff out and I'm listening to it, I'll just kind of tuck it to the side before I put it away, and then, every 2 or 3 days or whatever stuff kind of accumulates, I'll just do a quick video just to share what it was. And, oh, I'm sorry, playing in the background, in case anyone doesn't know, David Bowie, Changes, song Ziggy Stardust. But, the thing I think that's kind of neat about the vinyl challenge, this is the first video I'm doing for it, I'll maybe explain, not my motivation, but just kind of something I think it does for me or whatever. I mean, number one, there's the obvious, which I think most people have kind of, taken in, which is, it kind of makes you go back into your collection where, all that time that you may focus on digging and even, thoughts of what to get next. I mean, those are thoughts and energy and focus that's not put on actually listening to music and enjoying the collection that you already have. So, of course, that's a big piece of it. And I think another piece, too, is that it's kind of helped me. It's only been about a week or so, a little bit over a week. I haven't bought any vinyl. But for me, it kind of makes me go, that's kind of like the best way to put it, because as you guys, I know you've seen with my music room, and you kind of know about my database and my processing or bringing stuff in and all of that. I really, really enjoy that, but I also kind of realize that takes a lot of, I don't even say no, focus is the word, but it just takes, I guess focus is the right word. It takes a lot of focus to, arrange things in a certain way, the processing of bringing stuff in and all of that stuff, getting them in sleeves, doing the little tabs that I do, getting stuff put in the system and all of that. And so by going to this vinyl challenge where I'm not really buying any new vinyl, I'm also kind of taking myself out of the realm of really focusing on organizing stuff in terms of pulling stuff out and getting in the database and logging it and all that stuff, and just really kind of spending this time just pulling something off the shelf and listening to it, plain and simple. So that's one thing it's definitely done. It's kind of nice. The other thing too is, and this is something I really didn't know either, but I've also kind of caught myself being a little too focused on listening to music. Like, for example, I may go pull something out of the stack of stuff I need to go through or listen to, and I'll put it on, but I may actually kind of sit there and force myself to listen to that entire side or whatever, when maybe I'm not really in the mood to listen to that entire side. But maybe that little teeny whatever somewhere back there, I don't pay attention to it, and I sit and listen to it, and like, oh, that's good, that's whatever. But then if I really, really think about it, it's like, maybe I want to stop that on, after the first song. Maybe I just wasn't in the perfect mood to. So it kind of helped me realize that too, just pull, bounce, and do whatever. So again, it's just little things that just haven't really paid attention to. It's kind of just a different way to function in my music room for a bit. So it's been really cool in that regard. So anyway, to be my first video, I just thought I would kind of share what I already feel it's kind of doing for me. Let me show you a few of the things that I've been playing for the past week. Or past few days. And these all came from the bathroom actually. That's where I've been playing these. The first one here is Otis Redding, and this is the very best of Otis Redding. Just all of his greatest hits. I mean, I don't think I have to tell most of you about Otis. You know, one of the greatest soul singers of all time. I mean, the soul that oozes out of this guy is just darn near scary, and it's a great reminder of how much, I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, but how much R&B music sucks today for the most part. You know, there's some decent stuff, but you know, nowhere near the soul that these guys had back in the day. So just all of his greatest hits on there. Some really cool stuff. And every time I listen to that, I can't help think about the time I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they had, you know, he died in a plane crash, and they actually had a piece of his plane that had been salvaged from the wreckage, and it was the piece that had Otis Redding written on the side of it. And, you know, it was all, you know, rusted and, of course, dented up around it. I mean, I don't know how long I stood there and just stared at that thing, and was just like, that is the freaking plane that Otis, let's say Otis Williams some point in time, that Otis Redding went down on. And I mean, it's just, it was just creepy getting that close to him physically, you know, that he and I were almost touched the same, you know, just that whole shebang. Here's another one I was listening to, one that I want on vinyl so bad too, but it tends to cost a pretty penny. So this is Overkill, I Hear Black. Really, really good stuff. Been listening to that a lot this week. My favorite song on here, without question, is Feed My Head. Love that stuff. To me, that song is like the epitome of all things metal, in terms of the way that I like my metal. A couple others, I'll kind of show these together. Listening to these over the last couple days. Bruce Springsteen got the greatest hits and Born to the USA. Do have both of these on vinyl, but I guess again, listen to them in the bathroom. I had to pull out the CDs. This is pretty much, I mean, it's definitely a great Bruce Springsteen album in terms of having just all of his basic hits, as you can kind of see there. But the one of the songs that it doesn't have on here, which I love so very much, is I'm on Fire, which is on this CD. That's the only reason I pulled this one out in the first place, was to listen to I'm on Fire. Never got that song for the longest time, and you know, like, actually probably just like a couple of years ago, it just kind of like something clicked, and I'm like, wow, this is an incredible song. But those are some of the CDs that I listen to. Vinyl, I pulled this out 2 days ago. AC/DC, Stiff Upper Lip. Again, very good stuff. One of the AC/DC albums I don't pull out that often, so when I saw it, I was kind of like, let me go back and really dig into this thing. And I mean, of course, all AC/DC sounds the same. It sounds AC/DC, so you're never disappointed with anything. But just a really, really good one to kind of reflect back on. So that was good. This was kind of funny too, because, oh god, I'm forgetting already, because it was just last night. Someone did a video showing that they had picked up another copy of this record, and it was just really funny because I was actually listening to it before I turned on the video. So it's just like, I don't know, you know, VC members think alike, I guess, but that was kind of cool. But this is Elephant White Stripes. Hadn't pulled this one out in a while. And I'm sure you know you guys are very familiar with that as well. I think, was it Craig actually that showed this in a video last night, I believe. And right after this video, I mean, I went and pulled it out and just started listening to it, and was listening to it this morning too. But it's Specials. And I guess this is considered from a you know, musical standpoint, is it ska or something like that? Which is kind of one thing I'm not, I guess, maybe that into or don't know that much about. But, you know, really cool stuff on here. Of course, my favorite song is A Message to Rudy. But I actually have this filed under my reggae/world music category. That's where I have this set, because that's typically the feel that I get from it. It's more of a reggae type album. So that's where I put it, even though technically that's not, you know, what it's labeled as an official album. But really cool stuff. Like I said, it has the song A Message to You, Rudy. as well as I think Little Bitch, which is that song from 16 Candles that they were dancing to at that dance, which was kind of neat. But really cool stuff there. I think I got that record in, you just look at the cover and it pops back in. I think I was out in Washington, D.C. about 4 or 5 years ago when I got that record. Another one I just kind of pulled out, saw the corner of it sticking out, and thought, hey, I haven't spun that one in a while. So this is Six, Caught in the Act. It's just it's a 2 LP live album from like some stuff actually from the 70s all the way through the early 80s, like 83, 84. I think a record actually came out in 84. So, you know, it has Mr. Roboto, Best of Times, all that good stuff. This is one I pulled out. Actually, Maggie and I were listening to this when we were driving about a week or so ago, and she remarked about how moving the lyrics were in the song, which is really cool because it's always been one that's given me just the ultimate goosebumps. But it made me kind of think about pulling it out again, and this is Leonard Cohen, Give Me Back My Bullets, and the song I'm talking about is All I Can Do Is Write About It. Really, really cool song, and it's just one of those ones that just makes you like, I'm not going to say proud to be an American type thing, but just more so like appreciating America in a sense. You know, just kind of talking about just like the natural beauty of the country and that type of thing, and just kind of like the whole, you know, southern rock thing. I mean, I don't know. Leonard Cohen just has this beautiful way of I don't know, it's just like embracing their roots and just really kind of pouring out their love for their roots, and doing it without having to, you know, slam anyone or anything else, but just more so like, you know, I just appreciate home, you know, that type of thing. And that song does it as well as Sweet Alabama or any other song they have. So if you have not heard that, make sure you check it out. The second verse in that song just gives me the major goosebumps every time I hear it. Again, the song is All I Can Do Is Write About It. Another one here, again, just caught my eye, and I'm like, haven't spun it in a while. Megadeth, Peace Sells, But Who's Buying? Of course, classic Megadeth masterpiece. And the last two, Iron Maiden. I don't know why this one called out to me the other day, but I actually was looking through my Maiden collection, and I got ready to pull out Number the Beast, and I'm like, let me try something else, and then Seventh Son of a Seventh Son popped up. So it was kind of cool revisiting that one as well. And this one you already know about because in my last video, video before last, I was actually listening to this one in the background. I kind of finished it afterwards, which is The Cult, Electric. And simply put, if you love AC/DC, you will love this album. This is like the little brothers of AC/DC. So, very good album there. So anyway, let's say first video for the vinyl challenge. I don't know why that term keeps slipping my mind. As always, thanks for checking it out, VC. Be spending some more stuff over the next 2 days, just kind of sitting in my music room and really enjoying it, and I'll share with you what those things are. Alright, take care, guys.